Here's another Kick-Ash Rock on the Range moment. Brought to you by Vapor Station. Kickin' ash every day.
99.7 The Blitz, backstage at Rock on the Range 2016. 10-year anniversary. They let us on a bus. This is awesome.
Yeah,
Leigh and
welcome.
Matt of Pop Evil.
Welcome here to our humble abode.
Welcome back to Rock on the Range,
making
guys.
coffee and all sorts of wonderful things.
Yeah, this is...
back in Columbus.
Right? Great to have you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Pop Evil at Rock on the Range has been legendary. You guys, a couple years ago, had DMC on stage with you.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
What do you have planned for this year? Anything to top that? Can you possibly top
I
that?
think you can top that.
Yeah.
There's no way. You know what I mean? No way.
You know, I think every year we've kind of had something in place, you know, something to stand apart from the rest of the crowd. And we're getting to the point now where, you know, we're just going to, I think, let our music speak for itself this time around. Like, we've got an entire set list full of, you know, chart toppers, and we're going to play them and play it to the best of our ability and just go out there and have a great time with it.
3:35, you guys are taking the Monster Energy main stage out here. The album Up, it's been out for a while. New music. Recorded yet? Do you have anything? Are you planning to go to the studio to check it out?
We haven't started anything new on the. I mean, we're so focused now. Like, I think at least for me and Matt especially, we're just tour mode. We focus on touring. I mean, as soon as the touring's done and we get closer to making a new record, we'll focus on it then. I mean, I think if you're too focused, if something comes naturally, and you know, of course, we'll write it down and we'll record it. But you know, we're so busy with making sure that this album is winning and getting exposed, and we're only a year in. So I mean, we're not even a year in, right, till August or something. So there's still, you know, a lot more work we feel like we have to do on this record, and hopefully, you know, we're not doing another record for a long time, because that means this record's doing well. So
Sure.
we're just, at least that's where my head's at right now.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I always look at our records as like an imprint of where we're at in that point in our lives. And we may have ideas here and there or start writing, but we never really put together full songs until we hit the studio, because, you know, I feel like it should be an expression of, you know, a snapshot, like exactly where you
At
are
that
at
moment
that
in
point
time.
in your career and your personal life and everything like that. So even if we wrote a complete song today, by the time we go back in the studio, it may not even be relevant. You know, we'll feel so detached from that or far away from it, like, well, now we've moved over here and we're just going to write something better anyways.
Being your writing style, is it fun to revisit your old stuff and see how far you've come and experience yourself back then?
I think it's fun to revisit the stuff when it fits your life situation. You know, like Matt said, I mean, if we writing right now and you go back to your catalog of what I wrote this past year, and is there something there that might fit this record, or if you mean, like, do I go back and listen to the first record?
Sure.
I don't really. I mean, do you? I don't listen to any of the old stuff, to be honest.
Okay.
Every once in a while I do. Every time we put a new record out, when that record comes out in stores, I'll go back and I'll listen to our whole catalog from start to finish, just for my own ears' sake, to hear the progression of the band. So I'll listen to all the albums in a row. But every once in a while, you know, I'll find myself at like a different place in my life, and I'll go listen back to something and it'll click, and I'll hear one of our old songs in a different way that I'd never heard it before, and say, oh, you know, like, I never thought that could apply to where I'm at today, but, you know, sometimes it does.
I've actually been fooled a couple times, because I don't listen to it at all, just because, I mean, I'm onto the new, and there's been a couple times where I've heard some of the older stuff on the radio, and I thought someone was ripping the song off. I'm like, that sounds like one of our songs, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
And it was one of your tracks.
It was like Hero or 155
Wow.
or something. I was like, wow, I forgot. So, but we're on to such. This business is about the newest single, right? And you're constantly pushing for new and you know, to be relevant with something current, and sometimes you forget. I mean, that was a long time ago for Matt and I. That first record. I mean, it was and you know, for me, even before Matt was in the band, we were doing that first record. So it was like, it's just, and not that it was a bad time, but it was a scary time, man. I mean, at that point in our lives, it was like, is this going to really happen for us or not? You know, so those aren't really. But I think there might be a moment in time, hopefully, once we reach whatever that level of success would be, where you kind of reflect, and it's fun to reflect. But for me, I'm just not there yet.
So I understand this is Chachi's second to last show here at Rock on the Range.
It is. Yeah.
How's the search for the new drummer going?
It's been amazing. I mean, we kind of knew this was happening, you know, for a while now, and you know, we love Chachi, and he's been so gracious to just be there for us and make sure that the band doesn't suffer in his departure, and we love him for that. And the world's going to miss Chachi as a drummer, but we're going to miss him as a friend and as a brother. So that's a bummer. But we've got this new person here that's kicking tail, and she's busting her butt here to make sure that she's not only playing with us but living with a bunch of guys, and she's incredible. And we're just doing it on Pop Evil's terms and making sure that things are lined up right way so we can say goodbye to Chachi and hello to a new drummer to come in and make sure that the platform is baggage free for her, and we're excited about this next chapter.
I want to give people a heads up too. You guys are playing Rock on the Range here at 3:35 p.m. Then you guys are coming back to Central Ohio June 3rd. You're playing at Mickey's in Lancaster. I'm sorry, it's now called the Glass City Event Center in Lancaster.
That's right.
Tickets are available for that now at glasscityeventcenter.com. It just totally popped in my head right now. I figure I'd give them a shot.
No,
in case people want to catch more than just 40 minutes of Pop Evil, they can catch the
whole
extended
set.
set down there.
Yep.
Final question: how you feeling about your team this year? You're in enemy territory right now.
You know what? It's crazy because with all the Columbus rivalry, it's so hard for me now because I have so many friends here in Columbus,
we love you guys.
and Columbus is so. I mean, to be honest, Columbus is way more supportive of Pop Evil than Ann Arbor is even, so it's, and I got a lot of friends now at Michigan State that are doing that stuff with Coach D. He's been great. They've been playing Pop Evil in stadium, and what I say to my friends is if they're going to support Pop Evil, I don't even care if it's the Patriots. I can't stand the Patriots. I'll support them. But Columbus, it's a special place in my heart, and it's such a great city and such a great football city, that I remember the first story I always tell when I first came to Cleveland, and we weren't even in Columbus, and this cute little old lady, and I used to drive the band at the time.
Sure.
And it was an old Tahoe and a trailer in the back, and I look over, we had the Michigan plates, of course, everyone's cute little old lady, boom, flies the bird out. I was like, wow, dude, they take this way too serious here, but that's great, and I luckily was never as serious as I am as a football fan. I respect the Big Ten as long as it's the Big Ten, not Alabama. I'm all about it.
And from a Buckeye fan, I'm going to peel back the curtain a little bit.
Yeah.
We all secretly love Harbaugh. We love his antagonistic nature, and he gave Colin Cowherd the interview he deserved.
Yeah, he sure did. It's how it should be with football, man. It's fun, it's entertaining, and it's about tradition. And it's funny when we dropped, that song back in the day. I had some people in Columbus are like, why Michigan? I was like, well, dude, why? You're from there. That's about your roots.
Yeah,
it's about the water you drink, right? No pun intended. It's about that passion about your state and about your city where you were raised, and you got to respect it because Columbus, not only they know their football, they know their music, and they know their Pop Evil, and we love you, Columbus.
Awesome. Leigh and Matt, Pop Evil here. Rock on the Range 2016, the 10-year anniversary. 3:35, they're on the main stage. They're returning a few weeks from now, June 3rd, down at the Glass City Event Center. Thank you, gentlemen, for doing this today.
Thank you so much for all the support.